In this video, we're finishing off our tutorial series on how to play like Oscar Peterson. We've been discussing the licks and the phrases and his feel and his rhythm patterns and definitely these very fast riffs that he has going. We're nearing the end of the song, which I've transcribed. It's on his solo over You'd Be So Nice to Come Home To on an album that he played with Ben Webster. Very good album back from 1957. And we're finishing off the last line or so, and we're starting this pattern right here, this phrase, which is essentially over B7. So his destination note on the next chord is going to be B up here. So it's essentially second finger and then sorry, it's not B7, it's actually E7. B7 was from earlier over here where he kind of did the same thing. And then, so on the E7 chord, it's just 3, 5, 7, and 9. And the destination note being B. So let's go to the next line and take a look at that and see how that phrase ends off. So it's going to D7 and then the B is the top note. So essentially it is the sixth of a D7 chord. So, and I think as an Oscar Peterson lick, that's a really good one to analyze. So he's starting on the sixth of the chord and then just using these passing notes. And then this is the sharp 11, the ninth, and the seventh of the chord. Does that a lot, where you've got these passing notes leading to the sharp 11 and then just spelling the chord. And then very typical and reminiscent of Oscar licks is this thing over G7. Now you can transpose this to other keys as often as you like, it'll always work. So, and that is so typically Bebop, but also Oscar Peterson. So in terms of analysis, you've got the root, fourth, and the seventh. So, which is really a chordal pattern, right? And he's doing these riffs all the time between the sixth, the seventh, the sixth, and then down to the fourth, and then a bebop at the end, 2-1, right? And then he's just finishing off with blues stuff, like this. So the whole line from the beginning, where we can't see the previous line, but it's basically going like this. So one more time. All right. If we were to go back and take a look at the entire tune together, and again, I'm going to post a link to the sheet music momentarily, but what I'm going to do before I do that is play the entire solo for you. And then when I come back, I'm going to post a link to the sheet music. Okay, let's take a look at the entire solo. This is the solo that I lifted from the recording. And once I'm done, it really only is like 48 seconds. And then I'm going to come back and finish off the video. right, so there you have my version or my performance of Oscar's solo on the tune You'd Be So Nice to Come Home To. What a great tune though. And if you want the actual lead sheet, you can find it in the real book, but it's a beautiful tune. I love playing it because minor keys always lend themselves to Oscar's style of playing, a little more bluesy. All right, here's the link to the sheet music up here in the corner. I've transcribed the entire solo. You can download that and practice it to your heart's content. If you have any questions or comments about Oscar's playing and any of the licks that we've discussed in this video or in the entire tutorial series, just post it below and I'll see if I can answer that question and even make a video about it. So thanks so much for your time. I appreciate it. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to subscribe to the channel, we could always use a few more subscribers just like you. Basically, intermediate jazz to advanced and even professionals. So thanks so much for being here. I appreciate it. See you in the next series.